Well, halfway through the third quarter of the Gold Coast Richmond clashing, you would have been forgiven for thinking the top eight was just about signed, sealed, and delivered before Noah Anderson's goal after the siren capped off an incredible Gold Coast Suns comeback. They kept their season alive, but well and truly put Richmond's back under the spotlight and probably pushed Tiger fans closer to the edge of their seat than they would have been 40 minutes before that Noah Anderson goal. Now, the Tigers' habit of conceding big rushes of goals late in games is one that's cost them quite a few games, and it's one that can come back to haunt them with a comfy enough run home, but there's still some difficult games in there. They play North Melbourne this week, and you'd suggest that they won't have to be at their best to win that. They then take on Fremantle, Brisbane, Port Adelaide, Hawthorn, and Essendon to finish the season, or they might start favoured in all, if not some of those games. There's no guarantee they'll win those because the competition has proven to be so even. One thing that definitely doesn't help the Tigers has been their poor discipline this season. And Damien Hardwick made light of it just a couple of weeks ago, but then did mention last week that this is something they're looking to address, and you only need to look at the Jaden Short 50-metre penalty with about 4 minutes to go to know that maybe the discipline had swayed a little bit. Now, 50-metre penalties, an interesting stat is the Tigers have conceded 36 this season. The second worst is West Coast, who have conceded 22, so they're 14 ahead of the second worst team at conceding 50s. And free kick count, they're negative 72 on the free kick ladder. They're 18th on the zero hanger free kick ladder. 17th is St Kilda at negative 36. So have conceded twice as many free kicks as those earned as St Kilda, which it's a startling gap when you look at it, and it's clearly something the Tigers need to address because that discipline's cost them games so far this year. And given the way they're run homes, it might cost them a few more on a spot in the eight.